You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, unknown actors with me, Louise, the artistic director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And for the last 13 years, I've been taking unknown actors with blank CVs all the way to Netflix dramas, Amazon Prime films, TV soaps, and stage plays around the world. And every week I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid working unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready to dive into the episode?
Hello, welcome to Unstoppable Actors. I'm so glad you are here because this is the best place for you to become an unstoppable actor yourself. You have your dreams, your goals, and a massive passion for acting. And I have the insights to share with you that are going to help you get started if you're brand new, get noticed, and get your foot in more doors. And if you put to use what I share with you, you will absolutely notice how much easier it feels to build momentum with your acting career. And you will start to spot more opportunities. And you are more than capable of putting into action what I share with you. I'm Louise, for those of you that are new to the podcast. I'm an acting coach who specialises in method acting, but I also absolutely love combining that with mindset and the business of acting. And that's how I coach actors, because I truly believe this is the formula for success. Whenever my students have commercial success, it's because they've worked something called the triangle for success, which at the top is mindset, on the second point is skill set, and on the third point is action set. And that means combining method acting with mindset, the business of acting, and then putting all of this into action. And this episode today, where we're going to be talking about cover letters, allows you to dip into all 3 points of the triangle for success. Now, if at the end of this episode you've really enjoyed it and you've taken an idea away from it or some inspiration that's helped you, or you've been refreshed on something that you already knew but had just forgotten about, then there's 2 things that you can do. The first thing is you can rate the show on Spotify if this is where you're listening to it, or you can share the episode with the actors that you know, because it is so important that we are getting fresh talent out in the industry. It's so important we're getting new faces out there, and you and your acting friends are exactly that. Before we get started, we have got an incredible free training for actors of all levels coming up on Sunday, the 23rd of February. So if it's important for you to be getting on the radar of the casting directors and agents who can move your career forwards, so you start getting more opportunities presenting themselves to you, more auditions, and you start booking more roles, then you'll want to grab one of the places we have available for free. So this workshop, we're giving away to 100 actors for free. Once those 100 spots are filled, it then becomes £35. So get in on it quick whilst it is free and we've still got free places available. It's called The Business of Acting, Raise Your Profile, Book More Roles. And for you to get your free place, you just need to go to bit.ly/biz of acting class. So that is bit.ly/biz of acting class. And biz is spelt with a Z. I also just want to say thank you so much to those of you that have been leaving comments on the podcast or reaching out into the DMs at Instagram. So David reached out and he said, "Hi, is this the Instagram page of Louise from Unstoppable Actors on Spotify? I just want to say I appreciate you. Thank you." Thank you so much, David, for reaching out and sharing that. It is always so good to be able to put a name and a face to our listeners, because as I've said in previous episodes before, I never know who I'm recording these for. So it's so lovely to see who you are. Marcus also reached out on Instagram and he said, "Hello, hope you're doing well. Your podcast has helped me so much. Thank you." Marcus, I am so glad it's helped you so much. Thank you to you for reaching out as well. I also want to say a huge thank you to Josh, who left a comment over on Spotify where he said incredible stuff on one of our most recent episodes. Thank you so much for leaving that comment. It just lets me know that you are really enjoying the episodes, and it lets me know which ones are resonating with you. So thank you very much. Let's get into the meat of today's podcast then. So a few days ago, over on our Instagram page, I shared a reel, and it was titled "Cover Letters to Agents and Casting Directors Are Hard to Write. Here's Why That's a Lie." And it went wild in the DMs after I shared this. Absolutely wild. So today's episode is going to be a short, snappy one because I want to share the caption that came with that reel, because so many people were saying how much they took from it. I thought, well, if the people on Instagram who were seeing it are taking a lot from it, you listening to the podcast will hopefully take loads from it as well. So here's why I believe that cover letters to agents and casting directors are not hard to write. I feel like we as actors make it harder for ourselves. The first thing that I hear all the time is, I have nothing to tell them. And that is simply not true. You can tell them about your last performance. Now, if you are brand new to acting, you might say, yeah, but Louise, the last performance I did was one in college or one at school. Perfect. Tell them about that. You don't need to say that it was at school or college. You can just share a little bit about the character you played and maybe a bit of audience feedback that you got. You don't need to overthink this. You don't need to be coming at this with a perfectionist mindset thinking, oh, it has to all be professional work, and if I'm new, I'm going to have nothing to write to them. You've always got something to share. There's always something you can talk about. The second thing that I wrote on this reel in the caption was that I'll be annoying them. They already get tons of emails. Because this is another thing that I hear time and time again from actors, and this is a confidence issue. This is simply not true. You won't be annoying them. It's your mind trying to keep you safe. It's the mind monkeys talking you out of writing to them. They are either going to reply to you or they won't. You have to take a chance. If you don't take a chance, you are simply invisible. Nobody knows you exist. So why not just take the chance? The third thing I wrote on this post is that I don't know how long the cover letter should be, because again, I hear this all the time. So here's the thing about cover letters. They are one of your marketing tools as an actor. And marketing is all about experimenting and testing things out and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. So all you need to do is test out a super short cover letter and then test out a medium length one and see which ones out of the two get you a positive response. And then you've got data to say, oh, let's say the medium length one got you positive responses. You go, oh, that seems like a perfect length. So I'll keep my next set of cover letters to around the same length. It's just all about testing. That's all it is. And whether you get responses or not, it's never personal. And then the final point that I made is something, again, that I hear all the time from actors, which is, I don't know how to start the letter. So here's some ideas. Start it with a review. Start it with your favourite line from your last performance. Obviously keep it short. You don't want to be writing out a full monologue in the cover letter because then it won't get read. But here's the thing that you have to remember. You are a creative. So do what you do best and be creative with the cover letter. Did you like this? Come over to Instagram, drop into the DMs and let me know which tip you liked the most. And if you do want more business of acting insights, as I've already shared, we've got a free class at the end of February. It's going to be free for the first 100 actors. And that class is called The Business of Acting, Raise Your Profile, Book More Roles. So for you to go and get one of the free 100 places there, all you need to do is go to this link, bit.ly/biz of acting class, or you can simply click the link underneath this episode. I am going to be sharing more insights similar to what I've just shared with you now inside this episode. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you're feeling fired up and inspired. and I'll see you soon.
I've absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you found this episode inspiring. If you have, please do rate the podcast and hit follow so you never miss an episode, and I can help more actors like you. And come and join one of the most supportive, uplifting acting communities on socials, the Unstoppable Actors Facebook group, where you'll get your weekly injection of inspiration, networking, and receive your free Method Actors handbook so you can become an unstoppable actor.